Today we're going to show you how to bake a cake. For this cake, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which is approximately 180 degrees Celsius. And we'll let that warm up. Alright, so what we first need to do is take our pan and we're going to butter it. This is so that the cake won't stick to the pan. 2 tablespoons of flour. Pat it. Ta-da! One nicely buttered and floured cake pan ready to use. So now I'm going to just clear off my cake space here. So there is our pan, and we're going to use 6 eggs, a cup of sugar, a cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of lemon extract, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. You'll need 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. I like to mix the dry ingredients first. So you take your cup of flour and you add your teaspoon of baking powder and your teaspoon of salt. And then there's a neat little technique for stirring it. If you just twist the spoon around, then it will mix it all nicely through there for you. You always want to mix your dry and your wet ingredients separately before putting them together. Okay, so now what we're going to do is separate the eggs. Alright, so now we have our egg white and our egg yolks. So the first thing I like to do is I like to put the sugar already into the egg yolks. So 1 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of lemon extract. And we're going to fluff up our egg whites. And let's have a look. So there is our egg white, and as you can see it's not floating, and even you can turn it upside down. That's how you know it's done. And we're going to take back our egg yolk mixture and we're just going to mix this till it's really nice and creamy and frothy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this mixture into our egg white mixture. So now we have our mixture and we're going to just fold it gently. So we're not going to be stirring roughly because that would get rid of all the beautiful bubbles we've had. Very gently folding it over. Now we're going to add our flour mixture that we made. And we're just going to simply sprinkle a little bit at a time and fold that in. As the egg comes up, it will simply absorb the flour. Again, we just want to do it in stages so that we keep everything nice and light and fluffy. Alright, so we have a nice fluffy batter mixture here. We're going to put that into our cake pan. Alright, so I've got this all nice and even. There we go. Alright, so let's put our cake in our oven. And you want to have your oven rack in the center, and you want to place your cake in the center of the center rack so that your cake will get even heat everywhere. And we're going to let that cook for 20 minutes. And then we're going to come back and have a look and see if it's ready. Now let's go and clean our bowls so we can make some icing while we're waiting. Alright, so our cake has just reached its 20 minutes. We're going to take a toothpick, a wooden toothpick, and just see if it's ready. It's looking really good. With our toothpick, perking to the center, pull it out, and it came out nice and clean. Try again in another area. Came out nice and clean. And here. Perfect. Look at that. We'll let that cool down. Turn off our oven. Alright, now a tip that I've learned, this is a great way to keep your cake cooling. Just put a nice small towel on top of your cake and it won't dry out, so that's how I cool my cakes. And you want the cake to cool completely before we ice it, or else your icing will just simply melt on it. and it'll be easier to get out of the cake pan if you just let it cool completely. Now we'll go back to making our icing.